Patriots. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, this defense for the Giants, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
Throwing Jones.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley.
And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. First pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now Jones. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And he will have a Patriots first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. The Patriots at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's what really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 41. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
On 2nd and 9, Jones, and he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Matt Judon, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Under pressure, they got him again. Matt Judon drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. On the punt, Jamie Gillen. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Now Jones, off play action. Deep ball for Goodwin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Mills.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Ramondre Stevenson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Pats are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down and 4, Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Patriots are going to take over here up near the 40.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going, because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run, because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Rolling to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover to play get on the last one.
Running again with Barkley on second down.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Patriots have it. And so the last three drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number two, maybe they actually have the lead.
Malik McDowell there to make the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Throw finding Thornton over the middle.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
Here's Stevenson. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Again, Stevenson.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score.
Ramondre Stevenson.
His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Patriots have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now 21-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A gain there of 21 yards. Here's Jones on first down.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw again.
Gets it quickly to Golladay. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones.
This pass into the hands of Bellinger.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing again on second down. Jones.
And it'll be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off.
And the Pats are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Jones, a final shot before break. And his throw here's incomplete. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Operating from the gun. Jones. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he is going to have the Giants first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Matt Judon in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Fielded just outside the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Jones throw caught by Tony. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push them.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Kadarius Toney, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And it makes the score 21-10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, all of a sudden, we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a two-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
Being chased out left, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there and end up making the play.
Eluding the pressure right. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete to Tony. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll find Golladay. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Jones throwing on first down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. To throw again on second down. Jones. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And defense, they're blitzing here. Jones. And this is Shepard on the catch. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to take over here up near the 40. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they have the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness.